Hello dear learners and welcome to today's video lesson. I am Richie Simon, Assistant Professor from the Department of Social Work, BSSS. In today's video, we will learn about the tools in social casework. So, before we begin, let us try to get a basic understanding of the term tool itself. A tool is an instrument that is used for a specific purpose. For example, if you wish to write, a pen becomes your tool for writing. If you wish to cook, utensils become your tool for cooking. There are so many tools that we use for our day-to-day activities, and these tools make our work easy. So, do we have tools in casework as well? Yes. In casework also, we have certain tools which can be used to explore the problems of the client or to capacitate the client so that he or she be empowered to tackle their own problems. So let's take a look at these tools one by one. The first tool that we will discuss today is observation. It is one of the oldest tools as well. Observation refers to the process of closely observing, and it happens when something is seen, heard, or noticed. That is correct, dear learners. Observation is not merely limited to one's eyes, but can happen through ears or other sensory organs as well. Now, observation in casework is driven by purpose. The purpose of studying and learning about the client, the purpose of knowing the client better. And observation can result in a lot of information, like simply by observing, you can get a hint about the nationality of the client, the educational background of the client, the mental state of the client, the economic conditions of the client, addictions like alcoholism, or with a prudent observation, you can even validate that the information what the client is sharing with you, whether that is true or not. Observation helps us understand the underlying meaning of the things not spoken. It makes our study more comprehensive in nature. But mere observation might not fulfill our purpose. There will be queries and information that you seek beyond observation. So there are other tools as well. The second tool that we will learn is interview. Interview refers to one-to-one conversation between the interviewer and the interviewee. Here, the caseworker becomes the interviewer and the client becomes the interviewee. As a caseworker, you may ask certain questions to the client and know them better. You may clear the doubts of the client and even overcome your own assumptions. The thing to note here is that while using the tool of interview, normally the client is at the agency, and the environment is not the natural settings to which the client belongs. The client may feel uncomfortable and may even portray a completely different or artificial set of behavior once he is at the agency. That is to say, the true behavior of the client might not get displayed in the interview settings. However, interview does save us time and also modulates the process from the unnecessary chaos that the natural settings might offer. Yet, sometimes it is not just the client that we need to talk to. As a caseworker, we may want to interact with the family, with the neighbors, the colleagues, or the friends of the client. That is, those people who might have a potential influence over the client. So, there we use the third tool, that is home visit. Now, home visit is nothing different from what the term implies. We, as caseworkers, visit the home or the natural settings into which the client lives or performs his social functioning. This gives us a chance to interact with the significant others of the client and have a better observation of the client. We can even validate the responses and even pay a surprise visit to the client to know more about them. The next tool is listening. Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret the messages in the process of communication. The communication between the caseworker and the client, the communication between the caseworker and the significant others of the client. This communication might take place during the interview or home visit, or otherwise during the intervention, or even while the follow-up visits happen. Now, listening again is not just limited to our ears. That's right. It's the ability to accurately receive and interpret the messages. And for accurate interpretation, we also need to listen to the non-verbal aspects of the communication, like the body language, the sign language, the paralanguage, or the space language of the client. Listening needs to be active in nature, and we need to pay complete attention to the expressed and the implied communication made by the client during the entire casework process. Last is the tool of relationship. Relationship refers to the state of being connected. And by using this tool, we can try to influence the behavior of the client. And with our relationship resulting out of our behavior through which we have accepted the client and gained the trust of the client, we try to bring about some improvement in client's behavior in order to rehabilitate the client to a healthy social life. We might also use this tool to revive the disturbed and the strained relationships of the client with his or her family, friends, associates, or the social environment at large, so that the healthy social functioning of the client can be assured. So that's all for today's video lesson. We learned the meaning of the term tool, and we also saw the 5 tools that are crucial in social case work practice, namely observation, interview, home visit, listening, and relationship. I hope you enjoyed your learning. So until we meet next, keep learning, keep growing, stay blessed.